Okay.
Is it carbon?
No. Yes, no. I don't know.
Carbon is what
No,
first
that's
popped into
6.
my head, but
That's 6.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it
This
is.
doesn't work.
All right. So what I need to get is female and male XLR connector.
Right, enough female and male XLR connectors to, it's easy to figure this
Just
out.
just
Yeah,
the tip,
enough
just the head.
enough female and
Magnesium.
male XLR
Magnesium.
connectors
Yeah.
to
Okay.
fit into the back of all of the equipment of the things, okay?
Okay.
And enough ring tip sleeves to fit into the back of all the things. May I have a saucer, please?
Oh, gonna give you one.
Mm-mm. So you need, obviously, thank you. Obviously, you need mates for everything on the back of these things.
Okay.
And go ahead and get those because don't use the ones we got. We'll use them for other things probably. Or maybe we can use some of them. The males. I'll go look in a minute. We're going to need some females
Yes, aren't we?
coming in.
I said I brought the chicks.
Okay.
And how many of those 12-pin Phoenix connectors? If we're not going to use the auxiliary, we'll just need 8, right? There were 16. And for each one of those, it had,
Get it.
I can tell you what's on it.
Okay.
There were 16 of them, and each 2 were paired. The one on the right was auxiliary. So that leaves 8 main ones. If we're not going to use auxiliary, we just need 8. Right?
Well, if you're only going to use that should work. That'll give us 3 outputs from each channel.
For 8 channels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because there's 8 cards. Each card would handle 1 channel.
Mm-hmm. 8 inputs.
So for stereo, that would give us 4.
8
4
inputs.
stereo inputs.
And what's 3 times 8?
24.
24. And there was 8 inputs and 24 outputs, which would certainly seem to be enough, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. So are you thinking about using that with the router
Yeah.
to handle the audio for the router? Sorry, y'all.
Okay. Certainly all of the anything that comes in to the router from a balanced input. For instance, the balanced input from this room runs all the way to the router, and then it gets cut down and made into an RCA connector.
Right.
And when it gets cut down to it and put into an RCA connector, they short out one of the lines,
Okay.
and so it ruins it.
Yeah.
So now all the lines from this room, which there are a total of 3 lines from this room. Now, okay, here we go. All the lines from this room should go to balanced inputs on that machine. And as soon as they go to balanced inputs on that machine, then the magic of the low impedance balance line will be working. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that will solve that problem.
So
Then
if we ran from both studios, that would be 4 of the inputs.
well, we've got 3 coming from this room.
3.
We have 3.
3 audios?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because because one of them is a return to this room, but they put the wrong plug in on this end, so it doesn't return; it sends. Okay, and because this room normally sends a mono, but I've got it going to stereo, so I'm coming in on the auxiliary. So the auxiliary is stereo, and the other one is mono. So that's 3. There's 3 feeds really.
Okay.
Okay, from this room.
And then from A, there's just 2.
But you'll have to. I can go in there and count the wires, if you like, there could be some more. We can look at. I mean, I have to go walk in there and count the wires. I
That's
can
it.
show them to you.
That's it.
The feeds that I know that come in balanced or on a bunch of wires. I'll show you which ones they are. Okay, so it comes in balanced and it feeds the inputs of the distribution amps, the ones that are marked inputs.
Right.
You know,
And then the outputs go
and then
into the router.
then output one can go into the main router.
I'm gonna go.
All right. Cool.
See,
Dude,
see
won't you
about
have
this
some
going on.
tea?
I did have some tea,
Oh,
but I have
okay.
other meetings. But
Okay.
I'm going back tomorrow.
All right.
So
Okay.
thank you.
Then,
Nice to meet you, Jason.
yeah, see, we
No-
didn't
no-
have much
no
tea
tech
talk, did we?
tomorrow.
It's tech talk.
All right. Well, let me just know
This
what
is
I need to
tech
know
talk.
to get to the next step of what connectors I need. That should do it, right? How many of these 12 pin? 8 of these 12
Where are you
pin
on?
Phoenix
It's over
connectors.
there, I guess.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like.
And I would
12
I would recommend the ones that terminate into screw terminals.
You would just let me put dirty stick it right here for now.
And so on one end they'll fit into these plugs you see,
Mhm.
and the other end will fit. We'll have a little slot to stick the wire in and a screw above it that'll screw down on it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, and it'll pinch it in there because and what that'll do is that actually these connectors save you a lot of money because they save plugs. I mean you got to get those plugs, but then when you change wires out and stuff, you just stick them in and screw them down. I love screw terminals. You know, so
All right.
okay, so then the
Yeah,
out.
that's good. That's all.
Okay, so the output of those channels that come in balanced then can go out balanced or unbalanced. One unbalanced can go to our unbalanced automated switcher, and the other one can go to our unbalanced monitor switcher, right? And then we still have a balanced connection if we want it to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go
I'm
through.
taking
I'll go
over.
with you, and I'll tell you how many I think we need. Okay. We'll look at that bundle of wires.
All right.
So what did you think of this tea? Yeah. No, don't do that.
I think you must
You
die
didn't
by
know we-
jelly knife.
No, it is no booey. But it's not bad. It's a little fruity. Like Bell.
Is there no way we can like get all in here?
No. It's not very easy.
Put the camera
They
in that
can't-
door.
It's kind of attached to the wall.
That's kind of nice.
I think I'll have more of this tea. That's okay.
Okay, I'll read you a story.
It's not a storybook.
Yes, it is. My favorite book is the dictionary.
It's not a dictionary.
I read it before I go to bed. Solvent. Coupling agent. Hydraulic fluids. Solvent. Inert med for reactions. Component of foam breakers. Are you getting tired yet?
Yes. I am getting
I'll
very
read you a better
sleepy.
story. Boiling point. 68.8. That's not even boiling point. I guess I'm not reading this book right. No, I shouldn't have dropped out in kindergarten.
Different materials have different boiling points, Bill. The boiling point you were thinking of that's different is water.
12. Oh yeah, different chemicals. Yeah, okay.
Prende. Hey, would you set this over on that table actually?
This table.
Yeah, just right there is fine.
Cool. Chander.
Appreciate it.
No problem. So I guess since this is our show now, I'm gonna do a little show and tell of my home. You already saw my baby, the chick.
Yes.
Of course,
You're on this camera
had to bring
to face the base of this one.
Yoda.
Use the force I have bestowed upon you. Kick, kick, kick.
Okay. Now, for more serious things, art. These are made from my friend that welds. Just melts brass and puddles it up until it creates these little frogs. Takes quite a while.
I like that.
There's other guys I like.
Pull it back a little bit. It's out of focus. Yeah, now I can see it easier.
How can I attack the audience? Okay, you can see.
Awesome.
I always was special.
Those are cool.
So what have you been doing today?
Not sleeping.
Oh, you still didn't sleep?
I tried. Really did. But sometimes sleep just isn't possible.
You're not drinking enough. That's how I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Drink until you pass out.
Not everybody can
Don't
do
try
that.
this at home.
No, not at all. Oh man, that makes a really weird color.
You make a really weird color.
Should have seen me last night, making all kinds of weird colors. So where's the host of the show?
This is our show now, right now.
I guess it's our, yeah.
This is cool.
You've got your Studio A certification, right?
Yeah.
You've got field gear. Have you taken that one yet?
I think so. No, I don't think I
No.
did. 'Cause
Did
I
you
didn't-
take editing?
I have my own camera I was going to just use.
Did you take editing yet?
Yeah.
So you've got editing and Studio A?
hmm I actually want to put together a video if I can find a fly costume or make one for this one song that I wrote.
What's it called?
The Fly.
Oh, I've heard that.
So
song.
just dance
It's a good
around
song.
and be like,
I'm the fly, I'm the fly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the fly.
Somebody took your best of CD. Because they really,
From you?
really wanted it. Yes.
really? Did you give it to him or
Yep.
did someone take it?
No, I gave it to them. Because they
Cool.
really wanted it.
That's good. Who wanted it?
Genevieve.
Awesome. I'll give you another one. Whenever you hook me up with a CD burner for my computer.
All you gotta do is go to the store and buy it.
Didn't I tell you once already? Don't ask me to think. I can't even brush my teeth. You think I put these clothes on? No. I have a person that comes to my house once a month and changes me and gives me a bath and brushes my teeth.
But not the hair.
Not the hair. And showers only once a year. Whoa, I'm
That's
a
okay.
poet and I didn't even think I was. Can I tell more dumb jokes? Since I don't know any.
Don't know any. I wonder how this tea is doing. So, Bill, how many times have you been on the Mad Scientist Tea Party now? Yes, it's
This
full of
could be-
condoms.
Condoms spilling out of my head. I'll scoop my brains back up. I think this is my 4th or 5th time on here.
Nice. And when are you going to do your show again? What was the name of your show that you aired here?
You're in town, as in you're in town, but you're in is one word, so it sounds like you're in town. Which I
Gotcha.
think is
When are you
genius.
gonna do that again?
I got
working
the
on it?
footage on my camera. I just need to come in here and get some editing time. And I'm glad I'm actually in here today. It's been a while since I even came in here, but I'll be back
You should
with You're in Town.
you should talk to Jonathan about that when he gets back
Yeah,
from the
he
bank
is.
if he is back.
But
Wonder how this sounds.
it's a good idea.
Hmm.
All the mics on?
Yes.
Cool.
So don't say anything.
Hey, let's play Shut Mouth for half an hour. Woohoo! That'll be a good TV show. What'd you think, Shut Mouth? Alright. Maybe not such good TV.
Nah, probably not. But you have toys. Where's John?
They said for us to take over.
What were they thinking?
Obviously, they don't know it's good enough.
Yeah. Nobody else here today either. Glad you and Jace showed up. Nobody here. So, Bill, are you a registered voter?
I'm not sure. Being a convicted felon and all, I am registered and I do vote, but oops, did I just? I guess they won't be counting my votes anymore.
I'm a felon and I vote. That's awesome.
No, I don't vote. I voted one time in my life.
You gonna vote this year?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who would you vote for if you voted?
That's confidential. Thank you. I don't know who I'd vote for. That's probably why I won't vote, because I'm indecisive. But I know which way it'll probably go, so.
How do you think it'll go?
Seems like Obama's taking a bit of a lead.
Does appear that way. Where do you get your gasoline from?
Oh, gas station.
Any gas station, or you usually go to
Any
the
gas
same
station.
one?
Go to Inmark a lot.
Gotcha. I don't remember what kind of gas they sell, but most of the gas comes, from the Saudis and areas like that. But I know Citgo comes from South America. And then the only ones that don't come from Saudis and everything are like BP and a few others. John just sent me an email about that the other day.
Tea time
Yes,
at Grandma's house.
Oh, that's King Diamond.
Yes.
This show is terrible.
Yes, it is.
That's why we need you. You can keep going that way a little bit. You might be able to get yourself.
I was just doing this. Can't figure out where the host of the show went today. And I'm technically
That's all
not
right.
allowed to touch the switcher. I'm gonna touch it anyway. There's nobody. There's somebody. But I didn't really touch it.
Didn't you touch it
Yes.
on camera?
I am a Jedi.
Good. Proud of you.
That was Yoda.
Yes, it was. Has Yoda been telling you to do things again?
He keeps saying, "Take me with you," and this is like the second day in a row I've took him with me.
Where'd you take him yesterday?
Actually, it was the day before or 2 days ago. To your house, remember? And we broke it. I did so many flips that it quit flipping.
Where was I at? Because I wasn't there.
You were right there. You can do it. He doesn't dance. He doesn't flip
No,
anymore.
seriously,
He just dances.
where was I at?
You were right there in the same room. I think that you were inebriated.
Kick.
No, I wasn't at all. The other day when you came over, I fixed your laptop.
Remember? I busted on the scene. I was like, "Toys!" Everybody loved me.
I do remember that, but who else was over there? I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Maybe that's how it broke.
And then I saw you at the end of the night getting smacked around at the local coffee shop.
Really? By who?
The little short guy. He kept smacking you in the face.
Really?
Are you laughing at me?
I thought I remember someone trying to pick a fight.
I'm just being.
No, you told them to do it.
Oh, okay. That's right, yeah. Yeah, I was like, hit me. It's like, we
Hey,
can hit you.
John. Got a show to do.
Well, that's what happens when you're trying to do a Tea Party show and rewire the station all at the same time. Yeah. It's all an attempt to solve our murky audio. I have invested heavily in a automatic mixer for this room. I'm looking desperately for
How many channels does it?
8.
8 channel. Okay.
Right. It'll run 8 microphones, and that is in addition to the 4 microphones we have here. I've also, which would be, see, 8 and 4, that would be 12, wouldn't it? I've
We
also,
don't need 12 mics in here.
No, we don't. However, that's more microphones than we can use in the other room, in the big room.
Yeah.
However, we have reverb in here. We don't have reverb in there.
No.
How are you today? What's your shirt say? Trucking.
Trucking's a rough life,
Uh-huh.
but somebody has to do it.
Right.
I might as well get a close up. Nobody can adore it.
There you go. All right, there you go. Asheville, adore the shirt.
My dad's a truck driver,
Is it?
so I'm representing.
Let's see. How you like those preserves on the English muffins?
Very good.
They rock, don't they?
I love English muffins
Mm-hmm. Stuff rocks, doesn't it?
and stuff. I like the strawberry.
Yeah.
I don't believe in raspberry.
You don't?
I don't believe it exists.
Really?
But sometimes when I buy
Come on
strawberry, I end up with raspberry when I get home. I'm like, oh man, they put them right next to each other in the store.
Can I go somewhere around here to get those connectors, or do I
Yes.
need to order them? Where can I go?
I don't know. You could go to a musician's place, but they would be probably the highest there. You could go to Radio Shack. You could call Paul Snow and ask him.
You were telling me to
Oh,
call
yeah.
Paul Snow?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, call Paul Snow and ask him, see if he knows.
What kind of cables are they?
XLR cables. Are you talking about Phoenix connectors? Oh, the Phoenix you'll probably have to get off the internet. I don't know. You could try like electric supply company or something for those.
XLR though, you can get those just like everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywhere that sells any sound equipment at all,
Mm-hmm.
will have those.
Do you want me to email you the web address for the Phoenix company?
He's not paying attention.
You can Google it.
I think this tea's ready. I'm ready for some of this tea.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I'm just getting the stuff out of the spout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at that.
The despoutification.
This stuff's good.
Oh, that sounded like the end of the green tea.
Possibly near. Pretty close.
We'll finish it off.
There's 5 drops left.
We'll get them in our 5 drops. See if there was 6.
Oops, I lied.
Okay, finish that
On purpose.
Okay, now, what's happened here? Oh, it's just cooking, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
When we get more water in there, I'll throw a couple of those. What are they? The
jasmine.
Those flower, yeah. I'll throw a flower tea in there.
That'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the green tea it's good,
Yeah, it's just not what I'm in the mood for today.
but it's like a shotgun. It was like a green shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Shotgun. What am I trying to say? Gunpowder. Do you know about gunpowder?
I mean, as
Tea? No.
gunpowder tea, I've heard of it. I've never tried it.
Well, they're little balls, kind of, and that was kind of balled up and compressed. It
Oh,
looks,
yeah,
it looked
no, I
like
have seen-
swag
yeah,
if you
yeah,
break
yeah,
it up
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sounds pretty hardcore.
It is. Did you see
Is
it?
it really caffeinated or something?
Probably. One would expect it to be
Gunpowder
fairly
tea.
so. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hey there, please come in. Did you
It's quiet in here.
did you see what did you see? Let me show you what we got before you sit down. Just put your coat down and then we're in the other
Anybody
room.
sitting here?
That's yours.
Okay.
Somebody was drinking tea there though, so we'll need another cup.
Yes, we will.
Okay, come on, I'll show you what we got.
Okay.
I don't think John's actually going to be here this episode.
This is the John shows everybody around episode. We could give a tour of the whole studio right now and just leave the room and
We'd kind of need it.
talk about it, and everybody can probably hear it from in here.
How would they see
While they
it?
look at an
though?
empty room, they wouldn't see it. We just have
Oh.
to yell really loud every room we go to, depending on how far away it is.
Gotcha. Or how about this? Get your cell phone, I'll go in there and call you from the other rooms. And we'll put that up to the mic.
Genius.
You have a,
Such a good idea.
you've got a camera on it. Maybe
can
there's
take
those two. I
pictures
can take
and email it
pictures,
to
send
you.
them to you, and then you can show them
I
to
can
the
email you pictures of
home
the
audience.
room, and then you can put it up to.
Yeah. But your phone doesn't like to take pictures of anything other than the inside of your pocket.
Yeah. I would walk around all the time. It's like. But that was a good picture.
Go ahead. Get this jasmine. Put one or two in.
Does everybody in Asheville have one of these phones? Every phone I've seen has it. So you have one? That's pretty cool. I did that thing. You on the couch. Show me your phone. Ah, never mind.
You right there, Bill?
No, this tea.
It did something to you.
What are you doing now?
Nothing. What?
What was that?
Tea? It's flowering tea that opens
Okay,
up and looks.
yeah.
Did you ever come in when we had the glass teapot and they bloomed into flowers in the pot?
I don't think I was here.
And then John broke it.
But I do want.
John.
Yes.
This There.
Okay, now we can
Yeah.
start.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
2?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Wow. Well, give us a report, Tex Ralph.
Well, I turned in my submissions for the awards,
Right.
and one of the things I turned in was URTV year in review, and I
Oh.
listed everyone who was in it, including you, as co-producers. So
Everybody on it was producers.
I know they were. Yeah.
Everybody was a producer,
And
sure.
according to the rules,
Right.
anyone who anything that wins, all the co-producers get an award.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I don't think we should celebrate just yet, but you do have.
Well, well, that's good. Casey Waters is supposed to show up with his today or tomorrow. He was
Well,
working on it earlier today.
He's in that show, so he's in award. Now, what's this?
That's the
Sassafras.
root of sassafras.
Oh,
Smell it.
I had a sassafras soda the other day. It was pretty good.
Uh-huh. I don't think they make it out of sassafras root anymore the way they use. Oh, you had a sassafras soda? It said sassafras? It didn't say
Yeah.
root beer. It said sassafras
Yeah,
soda.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that was one of the original soft drinks.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever watch Sugarfoot with Will Hutchinson
Uh-huh.
back in the? Yeah, he always drank sarsaparilla soda.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a piece of root right there out
Yeah.
of the sassafras.
You
Which,
get- it's made the same way as root beer or birch beer.
Uh-huh.
They're all fermented, but it's good stuff.
that's
They're
and there's
fermented?
plenty of it grows around here.
Yeah.
That's how it gets carbonated.
Yeah, it's brewed.
Okay, so they actually do.
Yeah, I reckon that's how it gets carbonated.
Yeah. Not, I misspoke, not fermented, but brewed.
Brewed,
Yeah, brewed. I was
Yeah.
about to say, because
brewed for sure.
it's not, it's
Of
definitely
course,
not
you can
alcoholic.
ferment it and then it's something else
Yes.
entirely.
Whoa.
So what's going on?
Well, so far it's been one of those kind of shows. I've been real busy running back and forth talking about wiring and stuff. We've been talking about balanced and unbalanced lines and plugs and how many XLRs do we need and how many ring tip sleeves do we
Yeah.
need and how many Phoenix connectors do we need and what kind of wire and plug and how are we going to do this thing.
I made the comment to John that he now has a very balanced solution, technically. It was a technical pun.
Right. Have you been back in the back of cable casting? Have you looked in the back of the machine?
I've looked at it, yes.
Uh-huh. And have you seen the clusters of wires and stuff just
Yeah.
taped together and hooked to
Yeah.
to Radio Shack splitters and such as that are just a nightmare?
Well, I had, on my own system at home, I had a rat's nest like that too, but recently Pat, not me, got behind there and straightened it all up. It's really nice now. Whenever I need to change a configuration or something, I can find it easily.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to have her
It's cool.
come in and fix ours.
Yeah, she's good at it. Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
Goodness. She's just organized and neat. Is
Yeah.
that the thing?
Yeah.
I used to have a guy who followed me around when I did wiring and stuff, and neaten up my wiring behind me. I would just leave a mess, and he'd been a military guy, and you know how they tie the wires in the military and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd just
From
leave them.
first-hand experience, actually, I do know.
Yeah, I would just leave them every which way.
Panduits are your friend.
And I would just leave them every which way, and then he'd come behind me with wire ties, and then I'd look back later, because I could cover more I could cover more distance if I just did it and kept moving and just
Yeah.
left wires hanging, and so I'd just leave wires hanging behind me, and I'd look, and after a while I'd get down a few racks, and I'd look behind me, and they'd all be up where they're supposed to be and all tied and stuff like that. Did you do it where they used to use the waxed cord and tie around
Yeah,
and tie
I've done
around
that
and tie
too,
around?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, he was actually probably smarter than you were in that case. See, you had to do it. You had to expend a lot of actually mental energy thinking, "Now, where's this wire go?
Mhm.
Here it goes here," and all he has to,
Let's tie those wires.
yeah,
It was nice. It was
Yeah,
nice working
yeah.
with somebody behind you that had it that was neat and organized, and
Yeah.
I could just be as crazy as I could be and make sure that all the electrical connections were right and went to the right place, and he would see to it that all the wires followed,
yeah,
like they're
that's good.
supposed
It's
to
called
look.
teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss that. I wish we could do that here.
Were you guys having fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if we look at the other camera.
Wake up, Adam.
Igor.
Yeah.
Igor.
Why does my hair look green?
This is green hair. You didn't know you had green hair?
No.
Oh yeah, you have green hair.
No one told you?
No.
Never knew you
I thought
had
it
green
was-
hair.
It's a birth defect or something.
There you go. What do you think?
Yes. Mutant.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do anything anymore. I've gone bonkers, and now I'm going to have to start thinking about this. And I know as I get deeper and deeper into it, it's going to get crazier and crazier.
How do you like that switcher there?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's obviously not a $5,000 switcher.
No, it's about $400 switcher. I know that.
I think $5.
$5. But what I'm asking for the money, how do you like it? Because I'm thinking about buying some kind of
I
structure.
like it. This one has a strange thing that it does, and that is periodically, every now and then, and it might be once every 10 minutes
Yeah.
or something like that. It goes blip, and it shows a frame out of B.
Is that when the line goes across the
Well,
screen temporarily? or-
well, if
or
you
it's
look
just-
at it, you'll know it when the frame comes up, and it doesn't always do it. It's sporadic, and I can't tell you why.
I've noticed it doing that before.
It does something, and it just and I don't know if it has to do with whether it's on wipe or this or that or whatever. And you know, the blue doesn't cut in real sharp. It seems
Yeah,
a
the
bit
keying's not as good as
it keys around the key. It seems to pixelate a little bit around
Yeah.
the keying.
Can you adjust that?
Well, not really. Maybe according to your, let's see what we could do. We could put it on that. See, now we could do it like this. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see.
Of course, I'm wearing a blue shirt today.
Yeah. There you are. You see, but you see how it tends to get pixelated even around me, and that might be can get fixed with the lighting. This side seems well, it just always seems to be a bit of pixelated
Yeah, I think
around.
it has a lot to do with the lighting.
But part of it is the color behind us is not exactly right. So
Not only that, when the light hits that and bounces off that and then hits you, then it creates that
right.
a shade of it on
Right.
you.
So there's things that we might can do with lighting to help. There are things that
Well,
we might can do with
yeah,
paint to help.
You could light that a whole lot better, actually. And I've found
Put
when
other
you're
lights
doing
in.
chroma key lighting, it's critical.
Uh-huh.
You gotta have nice, even,
Go
strong
papers.
lighting.
Okay, now you want me to do it again? And are you going to fix this side of my head? I mean, this side of my head. Which side are you on? You're on that side. Okay, this side of my head, so it won't do it. Is that fixing it?
I can't tell.
Ooh, there's some heat coming off of that.
Yep, that does help a little bit.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was lighting. I think you need to be really well backlit.
Yep,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
Yeah, that's another thing. You don't have any backlighting, and that would
Okay.
help a lot. Make you stand out from the background.
There's some serious heat kicking off of that thing. You gotta be feeling
Yeah, I am.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Give you an edge.
Well,
How are you today, by the way?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
I want you to come in here and explain to us. I need to talk to you, and to have you explain to us. There's been some changes in the requirements concerning when to turn in the
I have an
for
announcement.
the video. Or you have an announcement, don't you? Come give us an announcement. You might be interested in this.
Should I
concerns-
take mine back? I was on time.
Right, well, that's what you get. See, right. So if you're on time, you watch you one day before the very deadline, right?
Yeah.
All right. See, that's what you get for getting anything in before the deadline. Then you find out now they've pushed the deadline back. And how do you think? What's his name's going to feel about that? What's that guy they say they're going to have? Who is it? Who has the Sundance Film Festival and all? Who started that?
Oh, Robert Redford.
Yeah. Now, how do you think Robert Redford is going to feel about getting these things like 2 weeks later than they thought they were going to send them out? Is he going to feel like judging any of our videos?
I don't know.
No, you don't think so.
No.
And you don't think he's going to come on to present the awards either?
You might do that.
Okay. Would you like a cup of tea?
Sure.
Okay. Then perhaps there's a clean cup right there you could pass down this way. Although he seems to have brought his own.
Beverage.
Should my beverage not grace the table, the tea table?
It's all right with me. I got one over here myself. I do. There we go.
So what kind of tea we got today?
Okay, and you see you have a microphone there. You might want to hog the mic on that side of the table.
This is whatever's in
What
the,
kind of tea do we have today?
Okay, hang on.
the red
Okay, that's
robe,
not you. Wait a minute.
box, and
No more woo-yee woofies.
no
There
more
you go.
woofies.
There you go. Now you can see which
This
way.
is the flowering teas plus this like green tea that Joe brought. Mixed.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I will try the new.
And you might want to slide to your left when you get ready to give your announcement.
It is hot.
We have a grater there, seeing people will like sort of sand off a little bit of the bark into their tea, and they make a
Smell that, it'll make your tea taste better.
It smells like licorice.
Yeah. Well, no, it smells.
like
Do
root
they
beer.
use that in licorice?
Root beer.
I don't care what you all say. To me, it smells like licorice.
Well, there's some
Y'all
similar.
are like old. We don't even know if your nose is even working anymore. Your olfactory senses might be,
Yours is about to not work.
right? Well said.
Watch out, John does get a little crazy sometimes. The side of my head's still sore from that one day.
No, tell me that's not really true. It's not Did I thump you that hard?
You did thump me pretty hard.
You were supposed to pass it on from what I heard. You were being
Yeah,
a wuss about it.
I didn't really mean to.
Or a gentleman or
to-
something of that.
I
like
really
that. don't
didn't
know.
I wasn't gonna thump my friends.
I didn't really mean to hurt you, but I thumped
You
you
meant to hurt Stitch though.
hard enough that you would get the message of how hard I wanted you to thump Stitch.
Oh, trust me.
Stitch said a word that you're not supposed to say.
Oh.
But she was sitting over there.
Why didn't
And
you?
so I was like, thump her, and I thumped
What?
him.
You should have, just to make things even, you should have thumped Lord Raven when he did it too. And then you should have just decked the Swami.
Yeah, you should have laid him out. You should have laid him out.
It was a bad day for the Tea Party. Yeah, we were having a rough day that day for sure. All right, I see you have
I have whatever's in that one.
yes, weak tea.
Yes.
We'll taste it and see what you think. So there's green tea.
It's hot.
Oh, it's too hot. It probably is.
It's still very hot.
Yeah.
Tastes like sugar. It's good.
Tastes like what? Sugar water. Sugar water.
Kool-Aid.
Slightly colored sugar water. Yes. Okay. Now you have an announcement.
Dun,
Bum,
dun,
bum, bum,
dun.
bum,
The-
Jonathan's announcement.
The deadline for the awards submission has been pushed back 2 weeks. So that is, I think it's Friday, March 14th will be the deadline for submissions. Several members have requested they need a little more time to turn in a
Slackers.
DVD. They've already burned. I don't know. I mean, you don't even have to do any new work. Just turn in the DVD and write down the time code of when you would like the judges to start watching. That's all you got to do. Or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay.
So instead of being right on the deadline, I'm 2 weeks early.
You're early, man. You're
Yeah.
rocking it good.
Okay.
So hopefully that will allow more people to submit. I mean, this is supposed to be fun, so. Why aren't you people having fun?
That's right.
Have fun! Is that good? Is that good in your ears? That's payback for that one day.
Bad in my ears.
You got me good.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna, I'm gonna prank the Tea Party, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna prank the Tea Party at some point. And I wasn't gonna tell you, but now it's out of the bag. I think the anxiety that you must be feeling and not knowing when it's coming will be torturous, as you can tell.
I'm a man who's had a series of heart attacks. You don't want to add any anxiety to my life. What are you trying? Are you trying to kill me or
No,
what?
no,
Go with the show.
certainly not.
Well, all right. So is that's all there is to it? The
I
deadline's
think
been
so.
rolled
That
back.
won't mean anything else?
Well, why don't you like promote the event? Like say
I don't know what the event is yet.
the event is the awards.
It's the URTV Media Fest. Kurt knows all that. He's the one that wrote it all. Kurt, come in here and do a Matt Howard for a minute.
So it's gonna be a great gala affair.
Yes, apparently it's multiple days, open house and party Friday night here. And
What's the date again?
And there's gonna be workshops too.
there are going to be workshops on Saturday. I don't
Saturday?
know what time or what any of them will be.
We saw all that. We came to the producers meeting Monday. Monday,
What's the date again?
and two staff members showed up Monday who would have normally been off,
Yes.
and gave a presentation to a room full of chairs and some people that
The chairs were very responsive. I like
you
that.
were set
Well,
up.
several of the chairs have turned in their work.
Their work has been turned in. They're ready to go.
2 weeks early. Even.
Yeah,
They're probably in more episodes than anyone else.
that's right. Never thought of that. That's true.
Right, but I noticed we had more chairs set out than we had people to fill.
I know. I was surprised that I don't know.
More
what
people didn't
Maybe I
come.
need to send a mass email next time.
Yeah, it's always good.
But every time I send an email, man, I get like 120 of them bounce back because
You- okay.
people haven't updated.
All right,
their,
when those
their
when those
email.
120 come back, and I know it's work, but when those 120 come back, go through them, and you can delete them from your
Right.
list, and then next time they won't come back.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I had to do that recently myself.
Right.
I
I guess I was just trying to avoid doing that.
Yeah, but that's the mass emails.
'Cause it takes me 35 minutes to just delete them out of my email account, so it's like, I'm not real happy about it. Every time I send one, I'm like,
Right. Well, in one way, that keeps us from getting a bunch of spam from Jonathan, doesn't it? Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
that's true. Yeah.
he'd be sending us something every other day. He
Yeah.
gets, I got a hangnail today, or whatever.
yeah, you know me, I'm definitely,
Email crazy, right?
yes, certainly.
All right.
Actually, I try really hard not to send out emails unless it's something
Yeah.
important. Pat,
It's been a lot less than it used to be.
yeah, Pat asks me all the time. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not. I'll just put it on the forum, put it on the web. There's no reason to send out an email. So I'm trying to be good, protect y'all's privacy.
Well, you know how I am. I like reminders.
to the Swami.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know how I don't. Yeah. You know how I am. Though. I like reminders
Right.
about things, and frankly, if you send it out in the morning, then